G'day everyone, Raid0AU and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever. This is the America campaign. We are in Mission 4 and this is Part 2. So in Part 1 we set up a whole lot of our stuff here that we need to get done, but we haven't bought any vehicles yet. And we've only set up the one line, which is the passenger line. The rail line going between Chicago and Indianapolis. So what we want to start doing is we want to start setting up a few other lines. So let's just, this one needs to go from here, Chicago South, to Chicago Transfer, I believe. We'll just click off that for a minute. Yep. And that can be Pigs 1. Pigs 1. Okay. And then we need to go from here to there. So new line there to there. And that one is going to be Pigs 2. Yes, I know, I'm imaginative when it comes to these. And then what we need is we need to just bring up our land use. I reckon this one here covers, yep, that's the one, Albert Road. So we want to go new line. We want to go from here to there. And that one can be Chicago Food. Chicago Food. And then we want to bring it out again, and we want a new line. Let's get rid of Albert Road. New line there. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. And this one, I reckon that one there. There. And that can be Indie Food. Get rid of the, I always forget to delete the line 1. There we go, that can be Indie Food. Alright, so that's the food being done, everything being transported into there, and then the food being transported out. That's good. Alright, now this one here, we want a new line. And we're just not going to add stations at the moment. Who wants... So this one can come into here as well. So add station, we want it to go from here to here. These roads are going to get quite busy. And this one can be the Moonshine Transport. That can be Moonshine. Alright, so we've got quite a few, we're getting a few lines built up here. Now, here we want a new line going from here to here. And this one's the oil line, I believe. Yep. It can be the oil line. And another new line going from here to here. And this one is the stone line. Good. Now, who wants fuel in this area? It's the stone line. So we've got, yep, industrial. Okay. So we can add a new line. Have we not put our and what this can do is do need to put a, let's not add a station for the moment. Okay, we'll just put a single stop in there in Detroit. And what we're going to do to start off with is we're just going to set up the line going from here to here, which is Detroit fuel. We need to be moving these items out because basically we need to be increasing the supply or maintaining the demand on them, I should say. So now this one here, I reckon, does that one cover? Yep, that one covers it. So what we can do here is we can put a new line in and we can put that to there. And this one can be the Indy City Goods Construct. Indy City Construct, that's good. That tells me what that is. So as you can see, we're getting quite a lot of lines happening around the place. So that's going to keep the supply happening, or the demand happening there, hopefully. That's doing that. That's doing that. Okay. So we just need to do 2 more lines, I think. And that is new line. This one goes from there to there to there to there and there, and then comes back around. And this one is the Chicago bus. And then we go new line, and it goes from here to here to here to here to here. And this one can be the Chicago bus reverse. Ooh. Chicago bus rev, that'll do. Okay, now down in Indianapolis, we need new line, and this one is there, there, there. Okay. In the bus, and one more, which goes from there, there, And this one's the Indy bus rev. Alright, so quite a few lines. So now it's time to start getting some work happening on these. So I think we'll start off, we've still got 9.28 million. So I think we're going to start off with the train, and we're going to buy a train. And what are we going to go with? The Atlantic, 1.73, or the Mogul, 75 k's an hour, 100 k's an hour, 60 k's an hour, Baldwin. Thinking we're going to go with the Atlantic. Buy that. Alright, now 110, 80, 110. How many does it hold? 18, but they're quite expensive. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That holds 72. Set line. That's the line. We'll just start off with the one train for the moment, I think. Alright, so he's all set to go. Train's all done. Next thing we want to do is we want to get our buses working. By road vehicles. And I want to use these, so I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set line, Chicago bus. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chicago bus reverse. Okay. So, yep, that's all good. Now we want to come down to Indy. By road vehicles. The Mac. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And set line Indy bus. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Indy bus reverse. Right, so that's our passengers sorted out. So all our passengers are being taken to the train stations, and the train is going between the two. So now we need to do this transport livestock. So, not that one. Chicago Road Depot. Buy road vehicles. Alright. So we're going to want steam lorries. And we want this to only pick up livestock. There we go. And we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 6 on these as well. Set line. This can be on pigs 1. Alright, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This can be on pigs 2. So all of those, when we look at our lines here, when we look at this line, what they should show is vehicles. Once it's moving, it should show that these are only picking up livestock. But then what we want to do is, we'll just get rid of that. what we want to do is we want to be delivering it into here. So we're going to buy steam lorries, but we're going to change it from livestock this time to food. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set line, Chicago food. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set line, indie food. Okay, so that should be the food coming in. All right, let's get this thing rolling. Let's go check out our train coming out. Comes our train. We can see our passenger cars going out. We haven't got much money at the moment, so we'll have a good look at the train here. The Pullman carriages. Once again, as always, lots of detail on these models. They're quite stunning, really. Alright, let's bump this up. In fact, we can go for a bit of a ride on it. First of all, don't know why I've still got... I forgot to mark it so that it didn't put the electricity wires up, but you know what, that's forward thinking. Forward thinking. Planning on electricity. We did the electricity mission. We're planning for the future. Alright, slow it down. Got anyone waiting here at the moment, but we've got some passengers starting to show up at the bus in the bus network, so that's good. So we can keep this going. Flip it round. Oh, we've got some passengers showing up at the other end. We've got some food waiting here. Trucks are slowly heading out. Got food waiting here. And we're starting to get some passengers waiting at Chicago. So good, things are starting to happen down this end. Large crowds. There's our first medal. At least 25 people, we picked up 50. Alright. We should start to bring in a bit of money. Oh, we've got a lot of people waiting down here. Come on, buses. What we got down here? 40. Got a number of people waiting down here. See them all rushing onto the platform. Let's just slow it down as he comes into the station. We got lots of people waiting. Started collecting livestock from the farms. Right, there's our first money. How many are we going to pick up from here? Remember, we've got a total of 72 here. So 50, 58. Alright, onward you go. Now let's have a look here. Alright, this bus network is a bit overloaded. Just give it maybe give it a little bit more time to sort itself out. Do we want to start chucking some more? Oh, look at this up here. $68. Alright. One thing we haven't set up, which we will do, we'll just pause for the moment. Alright, let's buy some more road vehicles. We want the steam lorry. Now we only want a few of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 4 of them. And I'm going to set that on the moonshine line. Alright, off you go. How are we going here for... Are we picking up any food at the moment? No. Probably haven't delivered. Or have we? How much livestock have we got? 16. Yep. It's okay. Let's have a look at our details here. Yeah, so we got potential here for the livestock. So livestock collected from Chicago Farm. Alright, so what I'm thinking is basically it counts it as being collected from the Chicago Farm as soon as it moves into the depot here. So we've got 6 of 6 here, that's good. Probably going to want to be adding some more. I'm going none. 1. Alright. Got 93 people waiting here now. So how much money is this going to bring us? I haven't touched the stone or the fuel yet. 518,000. That's okay. What's going on down here? Alright, these are all starting to head back. Hopefully with livestock. Not all of them. Alright, just get rid of that for a moment. Alright, and moonshine trucks are slowly moving in. Okay, so Detroit. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another depot in here. Absolutely don't need to, but I'm just thinking just for the sake of... Okay. And here we can buy some road vehicles. I'm losing my voice. Okay, we'll buy some more road vehicles. Everything else can keep moving. We're at 1911, so steam lorries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set line. That can go on the all line. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set line. Go on the stone line. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set line. Detroit fuel. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Indy City Construct. So the train's coming back. We've got 72 people on it. Alright, we just want to run this at full pace for a little bit. We got 1.3, 1.9. Alright, we picked up all the passengers there. Got quite a full load from Indianapolis. Chicago is absolutely full. Where are we going here? Alright, we started delivering livestock to Chicago food processing plant, which is great. Not sure that these are carrying anything at the moment. How's this going? Details. Nothing showing up there at the moment. Bus services are doing okay. Let's have a look at our... a lot of things in the red. Remembering that eventually we want to be... Now you'll see here that basically these tell us what they're carrying effectively. And on these livestock ones we only want livestock. And on the food ones we only want food. Okay, so I think at this point, what we now want to do, we'll just slide it down to normal thing. We want to add a few more, 2, 3, 4, set lines, picks 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, set line, picks 2. We also want to start looking at getting our second train. So it was the Atlantic we went for, 1.73, so we can buy that at the moment. What we need is we need our train to come in, deliver some money. Because passengers waiting at the train station is money we're not receiving. Alright, so we're getting a good amount down here as well now. So we should be able to get a good system going with 2 trains. 722, 1.37, and it was the 6-axle, was it? 15, 16, yeah, it was the 6-axle. Alright, so we'll add one of those. I think it was 4 of them that we added.
The money is slipping through our fingers, people. We'll soon be bankrupt. But if we're prepared to grovel on our hands and knees,
it's okay.
Financiers will grant us a bridge loan.
We'll take the line. Alright, and we should be able to now go... It's another 4. Pause that. Okay, set line, that can go on there as well. Alright, so our livestock collected is doing quite well. We need quite a number of livestock to now be delivered. So we've got trains that can carry 72 each. And just follow this one along. Hopefully they don't crash into each other. Here goes our trucks. Transporting goods. There we go. New vehicle available. Shame I'm not using boats. Alright, 643. Train 2 should be coming in up the other end. Still got enough for the next train. Yeah. This one's still not producing anything, but keep it running. Almost reaching the end of the food transport livestock. In fact, let's have a look at one of our little trucks here. In fact, maybe one going back. I'll just slow it down while we have a look at it. Whoops. Okay. There he is, transporting. Doesn't look much like livestock, but I can assure you it is. And there's another one going past. So these are little steam lorries. Almost, I suppose, a miniature version of a steam train. Pretty cool. Pretty cool looking. But the models in this game are just blow my mind. So there's him. And the other thing we haven't looked at is our buses. Let's go and have a look at them. Let's have a look at one of our buses. Yep. Pretty cool. Alright, let's boost it up again. There's our trains. So we're starting to make some money now. We're up to 6.75 because we've got these trains going in both directions now. How's our bus network is actually keeping up in Chicago. How's it going down here? A little bit behind down here. So we're up to 8 million. Alright, so we could probably let's buy some road vehicles. The back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Set line, this is the Indy bus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Indy bus reverse. We can probably start ramping some of these up. Buy road vehicles, Mac. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chicago bus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chicago bus reverse. Alright, so we've completed the livestock collected from Chicago Farm 2. We're just doing Chicago Farm 1. Haven't quite delivered all the livestock yet. Time is getting on. Alright, we've got quite a bit of food building up here. So what we probably need to do is buy road vehicles, steam lorry, and we want this to just be dealing with food. 1, 2, 3, 4. Set line, Chicago food. 1, 2, 3, 4. Set line.
The pigs are
Indie
loose.
food.
No idea how that happened, but the
Oh.
animals are frolicking around on the roads near the slaughterhouses. What should we do? We could run the animals over. Luckily, no one sees the manner in which canned meat was slaughtered. Our vehicles shouldn't take any damage in doing so, or will they? The pigs seem to think that they can escape their fate, but they don't know us very well. We should improve the fences urgently. A one-time investment that will pay off.
Alright, so what should happen to the pigs? We got the pigs. The pigs have escaped. They're making a break for it. They've realised there's been some espionage, and they've realised where all their friends are disappearing to. So what are we going to do? We can just run them over, which is an option, I suppose. They look like pretty heavy lorries, so I don't think there's going to be much left if they do run them over. Or we can build better fences. One-off cost of 1 million. Is it 1 million? Yes, 1 million. I'm going to build better fences. And that gets us that medal. Stroke of luck. Would be more hygienic for all involved if the pigs were slaughtered in a conventional manner. So, alright. So there's two of our medals. Let's have a look at our medals at the moment. So we've got Stroke of Luck, the pig one just then, and we've got the large crowds. 25 million. We need to make 25 million at some point. And this furtive. See to it you don't get caught by the police. Well, and ensure the first motor race can take place before 1925. Okay, so we have 11 years. Alright, going to call the episode here, guys. Let's just have a quick scan over here and see what's happening with our fuel on. Alright, so we've got fuel being built, being made, and we've got these being, the goods being made, which is great. We could probably try to ramp that up a little bit by adding some more vehicles onto these, so that we can get this production really happening. So, because we're going to need fuel and we're going to need the construction goods at some stage, I can guarantee it. We've got food building up here, but why is it doing that? Let's just have a look at our line. Pigs. This is why. Alright, pigs 1 and pigs 2. Basically, you'll see here, these ones have got a little cross next to them, if you can see that. Basically, we need to make sure that they are only on those ones only need to be on livestock. That's all we need them on at the moment. And in fact, I think the easiest way for me to fix that, I've got 4 on each of those lines. I think the easiest way for me to fix that would be just to simply swap those vehicles onto a different line and then basically put some more on that line. Buy some more vehicles that are livestock only and just put them on there. So it's something you need to be careful of, that basically all you want it to do, sometimes you just want it to transport one particular type of item. So you want to make sure that that's all they're going to be transporting. So a bit of a mess up there by me. Just reduces the efficiency of that line. And this is why down here we've got grain showing up. We don't want grain. We want the livestock. So that's just getting a bit muddled. But good start. Good start. We had to take a loan out, unfortunately. But 6.65 million. Made 3.68 million last year. So happy with that. But as I said, I'm going to call the video here. It's run on quite long, this video. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you all next time. I'm Raid0AU, signing out.